So let's now create another URL. And in order to create another URL, you need to understand the structure of URLs in Django. So the structure is the following. First of all, whenever you want to create a URL, you need to specify the URL of the complete app. So here we have an app. We have an app called blog. Therefore, the URL is going to be for a blog / and then whenever you want to create another URL inside that app, inside that blog app, you need to specify that in the urls.py. So for example, if I want to create a URL called specific in the app, specific, it's going to be under the blog. So it's going to be defined in the urls.py. So we have two URLs files. The first one belongs to the project, and this one is going to be used whenever we create an app, a new app. So here, as you can see, we have an app called blog, and usually we create one app. Sometimes we might need to create more apps, but whenever you create an app, you need to specify the main URL of that app, and then whenever you want to create URLs that belong to a specific app, you need to define them in the URLs file of that app. So here of the blog, we need to create more URLs. Let's here create a URL called specific. So here I'm going to say comma, and then I'm going to say path, and then the URL is going to be named specific, and then comma, and then the function that I want to execute upon going to this page, upon going to this URL. So I'm going to say views dot specific, and then I'm going to give a name to this URL. I'm going to name it name specific. So now we need to create the function. We need to create the specific function. So in the views now, I'm going to here say def specific, and then I'm going to pass the request, and then I'm just going to say return, and then I'm going to return the HTTP response, and then I'm going to say this is the specific URL. Let me now save everything. I'm going to click on file and then save all, and then I'm going to run my server. I'm going to here click on view and then terminal. I'm going to run my server. So here I'm going to say python manage.py and then run server. Now let me hit enter. And as you can see, the server is now up and running. Let me copy this URL and head on over to the browser. Now in the browser, as you can see here, let me go to the blog. I'm going to say blog. If I go to the blog here, it's going to say this is my first URL. Now in order to go to the specific URL, you need to say blog and then / and then specific. Now if I hit enter, as you can see, it's going to say this is the specific URL. So this is the structure of URLs in Django. We have two places to define our URLs. The first one is in the my project, which is used to define the main URL of the app that you have, or the apps that you have, and the URLs that a separate URLs file that belongs to each specific app.